What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today is Monday, which means we're hopping back into our Monday drafts. I know I missed last week, but I've had a lot going on with plumbers and all this and that. So, whatever. I said I'd try and do it every Monday. We're going to try, okay? So here we are, Monday. We're going to hop into the most recent ranked draft set. I guess that's upon us right now is Ravnica Allegiance, which is going to be kind of fun, right? Going back and playing the set that dropped Vannifar, that dropped all of the afterlife abilities, right? All the adapts. I think it'll be very interesting. It's been a while since I've played with Ravnica Allegiance cards, and like just specifically Ravnica Allegiance cards. So yeah, this is going to be great. We're going to go and hop right into it. Alrighty. Well, you see a GRUUL Spellbreaker, you pretty much take a GRUUL Spellbreaker, right? Card is fantastic. We don't have any like actual removal. We do have Titanic Brawl, but it's not actual removal, right? I'll take a GRUUL Spellbreaker. It is it's pretty good. Although it looks like our cards here are kind of leaning more towards Orzhov-ish. We have Orzhov, we have Simic, and then we have one GRUUL. I mean, Zertal is good though. Like, Zertal is worth a pickup. It's just, do I think I'll be able to develop a deck entirely around this? Because here's some removal. It's not great removal, but it is removal. We'll take the Zertal. Archway Angel. Ooh. Card that's fantastic in regular play. Yeah, I'm feeling like white, blue, and black are more open to us than red, green. You see how closed off red, green is? We're only getting 3 spells here, whereas white, blue, black, we have all of these. So maybe we change up and go for Esper. If we're gonna do that though, should I take Grotesque Demise? Is that the card that we swap over for? Instant speed, 3 mana, exile target creature with power 3 or less. Not terrible. Or do we just go straight up for the Archway Angel? 6 mana for a 3/4 flying that can potentially gain us some life if we draft correctly. Or we always have this in at Guildmage, which is, tap, gain 2 life, draw a card, then discard a card. Tell you what, none of these are really bombs, so I'm not gonna pick them up quite yet. I'm gonna go red green one more time or two. Turn it to 2 target permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. 5 mana, instant speed. Kind of like a draw 2. If you have enough permanents in your graveyard, it's kind of like a draw 2. Now, again, you won't be using this until 5 mana and instant speed, so it'll be a bit of a later on kind of thing. Wilderness Reclamation, I think for the large majority in draft, is really just here to help you with the adapts. Regenesis isn't terrible, but I also don't know if it's exactly where we want to be. Open the Gates is good. It's solid, making sure we can hit mana on curve. Well, GRUUL is a big player in Ravnica Allegiance as well. We could try going for GRUUL and just slamming down creatures, Can't be blocked by creature tokens. Well, I was about to say creature tokens weren't that big in this, but they kind of were. They kind of were. Sphinx of the Guild Pack, 7 mana, is all colors and hexproof monocolored. Well, that wouldn't be terrible for us. Act of Treason, I don't even think would be terrible for us. But yeah, I'm definitely seeing Demir plenty and Orzhov. Like this little Esper shell we could have had is kind of nice, right? I don't think I want Rubble Belt. It's another 3 mana card. I think I am going to take Sphinx. Sphinx is alright. It has hexproof from monocolored, which could save us in a fair amount of situations. Honestly, I think I might just take the Guildgate here. Ooh, destroy target creature. We have Esper so available, it's like it's almost scary to not take it. We'll stick with our guns. If I mess up this draft, next time I am thinking about swapping, I will do it just despite this run, you know. So no matter what happens here, we'll see. Enters the battlefield, count the number of +1 on creatures you control. Creatures your opponents control with power less than or equal to that number can't block this turn. 6 mana for a 6/6 that has an ability to turn off blocking for your opponents. That's not bad. 5 mana for a 6/5 isn't bad either. It does have to attack each and every single turn, but it's still not terrible. I'll take the Rumbling Ruin. Rune? I don't know. It probably is Ruin. My southern accent, sometimes it just takes over, you know what I mean? Goblin Gathering, we could have actually already had 2 copies of that now. Not gonna lie, I'm a little upset. Also forgot about Rakdos. This is when Rakdos and Spectacle was real big. Destroy target artifact, destroy target creature with Defender. Take a Goblin Gathering. I'm always down for a little Goblin Gathering. Titanic Brawl is some decent, okay-ish removal. Mammoth Spider does give us reach, which allows us to deal with flyers. I know flyers are actually pretty good in this draft. And then we have another Rumbling Ruin. I think I'm going to take the Titanic Brawl. We need some interaction with our opponent's stuff, right? Need to be able to get in there. I really don't like Steeple Creeper because, well, for us it's just a 3 mana 4/2, which is not fantastic. But I guess I'll take it. I'll just throw it in the sideboard. Open the Gates. I've already said it before. It's pretty good. Another Goblin Gathering. The more of these we get, the better it is. Wilderness Reclamation. I mean, there's Regenesis and Titanic Brawl, I guess. Alright, we'll pick up the Wilderness just in case it becomes relevant. Act of Treason, I've already said I don't mind having. Surveilling Brush Strider. I mean, 3 mana for a 3/2 that gains you a little bit of life. It's not terrible. It's really not. Seraph of the Scales. Yeah, look at this. If we had gone Esper Flyers, this would have been a difficult one to pick. Trollbred Guardian. 5 mana for a 5/5 that can adapt isn't terrible. Rubble Reading isn't bad either. Just straight up destroying a land. You wouldn't think it, but it's really actually pretty solid. In draft, at least. Unless you're super late game. But if you're like mid-game, trying to cut them off, trying to like get ahead, it's fantastic. But I think with what we're going for here, we're probably going to take the Stony Strength. I don't think this is the best deck we could have came out with, though. I definitely think this Esper Flyers is what we wanted. Which, I mean, we still have 2 packs. Theoretically, I could scrap this whole thing. If I was going to do it, I should have done it earlier. Y'all know me. I always go back and forth. Let's take the Stony Strength. Let's stick with what my gut's saying to finish the pack out with. My gut is also saying that we went down the wrong path, but that's okay. That is a-okay. Gatebreaker Ram. We only have 1 gate, But I am so very tempted. Do love me some Gatebreaker Ram. But Mammoth Spider is some like guaranteed solid defense. Yeah, it's hard for me to not take Mammoth Spider. I mean, 3 mana for 5/2. It just doesn't seem good enough. We'll take the Mammoth Spider. Target creature an opponent controls can't block this turn. Riot. So this is meant to swing in and be basically your end. Tower defense isn't bad if we are up against the Flyers deck. It'll give us an ability to actually finish them off. But Clamor Shaman, 3 mana. Yeah, I'll take it. It's a little costly, but I'll take it. I kind of like the Rampaging Rendhorn here for what we're going for. We're actually going for like a very aggro style deck. Skewer. I think Skewer is fantastic. Gift of Strength isn't bad either, but yeah, I want, again, some more interaction, so we'll take the Skewer. Daggercaster is kind of like, what was that card from forever ago? The Goblin something. It was a goblin card. Deal 1 damage to everything. This is kind of like that, except it also doesn't have first strike, right? 4 mana for a 2/3. Ugh. This battlefield deals 1 damage to each opponent and 1 damage to each creature your opponents control. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take Daggercaster. We might be able to conjure up some plays with it. I kind of like Stony Strength again here. Rubble Reading might find its way into our deck. We'll have to see. Axebane Beast is pretty much what we got left after that. I'd rather have Sorrow Form than a Territorial Boar, I'm not gonna lie. I will take a Tower Defense. Another Rubble Reading. Well, I don't really need any of those. Or that. Whenever an opponent activates an ability of an artifact, creature, or land that isn't a mana ability, Immolation Shaman deals 1 damage to that player. Pay 5 mana, Immolation Shaman gets +3/+3 and gains Menace until end of turn. So it goes up to, what, a 4/6 with Menace for 5 mana? I mean, sure. Our other things, I mean, Wrecking Beast isn't bad. Enraged Ceratok isn't bad. But if you're gonna stick something in my face that you're saying should have been pretty good in this aspect, sure, I'll take it. I'll take your word for it. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature or a land. Put it in top of your library. 2 mana for a 2/1. Well, I do like its ability though. It guarantees we hit what we want, pretty much, right? No, it doesn't guarantee, but it damn near guarantees. So, sure. Another Tower Defense. I mean, it's not terrible. It's really not. Savage Smash is good too. I'm gonna take Savage Smash because it actually increases our damage. Tower Defense is not, you know. I'll take another Guildgate. I never took one before, did I? I did. Okay. Yeah, I think it's fine. Or, ooh, even the Locket. The Lockets are really good in this. I think I'll take the Locket instead. That seems like the better and more sensible choice. Attacks another target creature you control gets +X/+0, where X is GRUUL Beastmaster's power. 4 mana for either a 2/2 with haste or 3/3 without haste. And then you have Burning Tree Vandal, which everyone knows, everyone, you know, semi-likes. I'll go for the GRUUL Beastmaster. We'll see if we can't pull something out of our sleeves here. I have a little bit of an idea. Another Titanic Brawl is fine by me. Rebel Belt Recluse, I've said it before, it's actually not a bad card, not a bad little creature. 10 Street Dodger, can't be blocked except by creatures with Defender. I think that's actually solid for a 1 mana card. It forces them to either waste removal on it or slowly get ticked down, right? Now, Gore Clan Wrecker is decent, especially if you can get him built up a little bit, because the menace is so difficult to deal with. Storm Strike's not bad either. I think we have plenty of creatures to build out our deck with. I'm going to take the Storm Strike. More interaction. Stony Strength. I've already said it before, I don't really like Tower Defense. I think 1 copy's fine, just in case you go up against those flyers, but I think I'm taking another Stony Strength here. It works well with what we have going. Sure, Spike Will Acrobat. You're probably not getting played, but you can join the party, I suppose. This kind of makes more sense. And a 3/4 Axebane Beast to finish it out. Alright, so do I think we should have went with Esper Flyers? Most certainly. I think I should have changed it up on the, like, what was it, the second pick, where I was like, ooh, you know what? Definitely think I should have there. But that's okay. We'll figure this mess out. So we have a whole lot of creatures, and a whole lot of them I don't want. So how is, well, we also don't want 2 Rebel Readings. That's pretty much for sure. Take you out. 4 Stony Strengths. Alright, let's see what we have. We have 19 and 19. So we actually need to remove both. Some of both. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. Alright, Goblin Gathering, we actually never went anywhere with that. So that was a complete waste. Complete. Rebel Reading, not exactly what we're trying for here, so we'll cut it. It'll get the Axe. Speaking of getting the Axe, Spike Will Acrobat. It just doesn't have haste. It only has 2 health. It doesn't have trample. You know, it's just not good enough. It's not gonna make the cut. Wilderness Reclamation, don't think it makes the cut. It doesn't have enough interaction with what we're actually doing. Sphinx of the Guild Pack. God, I'm so on the fence about this card. Half me says leave it, Chance. It's a decent card. If you need a top end, it's your top end. You know, it'll be all right. I think I cut the Gravel Hobgoblin. Way down to 17 creatures. 2 Active Treasons may be a bit much. We can remove a land since we have the GRUUL Locket. Just if we wanna. Let's actually not worry about Regenesis. We're going to be casting creatures down. We're going to try to cast creatures down like every single turn. GRUUL Beastmaster. I mean, we do have a ton of Stony Strengths to like get her boosted, right? We don't need a Root Snare actually. I don't know why that survived so long. Tower Defense, again, it doesn't give us the damage that we're looking for, so it can get X-Nade. Clamor Shaman, it's on the list. It might get hit. Just saying. I'm just saying. Probably need to lower our top end creatures a little bit. We have a whole lot of 4-drops. Axebane Beast is decent, but well, I said we have a whole lot of 4-drops. We actually only have 4 4-drops. We'll cut a copy of Axebane Beast. That's fine. Axebane Beast isn't like one of those cards that, oh, we gotta have 2 of these for sure. So that's fine. Rampaging Rentorn is good. since it can come down with haste. That's the only reason why I'm like, yeah, I think we do cut the Sphinx. It's not in alignment with the game plan. We're down to 44 cards. I'd say that's not a bad little start here. We have a whole lot of 3-drops. I feel like GRUUL in general has a whole lot of 3-drops. Alright, so let's weigh them out. We have a 2/3 that has reach. We have a 3/3 that has Riot, Trample, and Hexproof as long as it's our turn. Good. I kind of like the Act of Treason. So it's between Clamor Shaman and Rubble Slinger. I like the Rubble Slinger. It's just more of a body. It innately can defend against flyers. And I feel like more often than not when we play it, it's going to be okay. Whereas Clamor Shaman paying 3 mana for either a 1/1 hasted, not okay, or a 2/2, again, not okay, even with its ability. Well, then again, if we do get Clamor Shaman down and we build it up in any way, shape, form, or fashion, it should be pretty solid, right? Alright, tell you what, we have the spider down there at the top end. We won't worry about it. Zillion Wayfinder isn't terrible. I did say we could remove a land down here because we have the Locket, and Locket will substitute in for a land. We have more green than red, so I'll take it on Mountain. We're down to 42. Damn, 2 cards over. I just don't know if I'll need the Rampaging Rendhorn. I want it. And the Mammoth Spider is kind of situational as well. And if they're going for flyers, do I care more about trying to defend myself or just trying to rush in the rest of the way with my combo? I kind of do like the idea of just rushing it. We got 1 card, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. Goodness. I have Corona. Kidding. That's a joke. Goodness. I said it and then I was like, you know what? I probably shouldn't joke like that. I smoke cigarettes, so don't do it, ladies and gentlemen. It's a terrible habit, but at the same time, don't think I'm deathly ill or any of that. Any of that nonsense. Let's see. We have 1 card. Y'all say we say fuck it? I think so. I think that's a pretty good little layout for a deck. Pretty happy we managed to end up with an actual color scheme deck. So on into our matches. Trinity gonna be our first foe. And you know what, Trinity? Your Teferi avatar doesn't scare me. Okay. Just gonna let you know that right now. We get to go first. It's fantastic. I love going first. In any game, any board game, any actual video game, love going first. Unless I don't know what we're playing, and then it's kind of awkward. Tap an untapped creature you control, add 1 mana of any color. Well. And 2 Titanic Brawls. Unfortunately, our Immolation Shaman isn't quite big enough to really deal with those things. We're going to be looking for some land here. Maybe cutting the land wasn't ideal. Maybe just having that extra bit of land is perfectly fine. We'll see. Do need to reorder that. Pass it around. 10th Street Dodger isn't really that good here. You know? Considering the facts. Although, okay, I know what we can do. I have an idea. If our creatures can live. We can swing in, right? Use Storm Strike. Should be 2 damage. And then use Titanic Brawl. We'll see. We shall see. Stony Strength, that's good as well. Alright, so we're going all in. We're going for the big plays. Next to blockers. Bum, 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 bum. A land, I'll take it. I've been searching for a land like you. Bum, 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 bum. I was really planning on using Stony Strength here, but if I don't need to, why would I? You know? So that takes care of that. Well, it will make Titanic Brawl cost 1. But we can always do that into a... Yeah, this is fine. T's fine. Again, it would have granted us 1 extra damage, but... Skargan Hellkite. Skargan Hellkite is terrible for us. They really hit the bank with that pick. What is our best course of action here? Definitely Titanic Brawl up against a Skargan Hellkite, but we don't have enough quite yet to really do it, so 2 Titanic Brawls, I mean, potentially would have been the key there as well. That's okay. We'll get in for 3 and we'll, I guess, race him a little bit. Not a very fair race, if you ask me. They got a flying 5/5 dragon. I got a little lizard and a gobbo. Alrighty, whoops. They're going to use Skargan Hellkite on my 10th Street Brawler. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Just trying to figure out some way where we didn't have to lose everything, but, you know. If we could hit another land, that'd be fantastic. Get down the GRUUL Beastmaster. Alright, back to my turn. Hey, there's a land. That's exactly what we wanted. Alright, so question is, do we send her down with haste? I think so. So now we swing in and makes Immolation Shaman go up to a 4/4. Although, had we given her a counter and then swung in on the next turn, we could have used Titanic Brawl after that on the Skargan Hellkite. So I might have played that too quickly. Does that make sense? Like too short-sighted, I guess is the best way to put it. Right, because now their Skargan Hellkite can also kill the GRUUL Beastmaster with just 4 mana. Yeah, that was incredibly short-sighted of me. Alright, well, hey, you live and you learn. That was definitely a lesson learned. Play slower, Chance. You're playing draft. There's no need to rush things, you know? Act of treason. Act of treason? You're stealing my shit. Well, I can't blame you. If I draw into mine, you can bet your sweet ass, Trinity, I'll be using act of treason as well. All right, so what's the thing here? Deal 9 damage. It's not bad. We'll go down to 6 health, which means Scarring Hellcat on the next turn could kill us. All on its own. That's a little scary, not gonna lie. Another bit of land. Well, unfortunately, I don't think that really saves us, does it? This almost does. We could have had it with the GRUUL Beastmaster. Although we also would have taken 2 extra damage, so we'd be at 3 health. And yeah, we're just 1 mana too short, huh? Throw this down with haste. Still won't allow us to win or do anything. Oh, wait. Haha. No, because we don't have enough mana for the Titanic Brawl. Alright, well, we botched it. Yeah, we botched it. Alright. This is okay. They should have us. Block there. They take 8. Scarring Hellcat finishes the game. Alright, so GG on a game 1. Resonant Seas. Gonna be our next foe, and hopefully I won't make any mistakes here. Alright, we'll keep it. We're gonna go first. We have some lower cost creatures. Do like the Savage Smash for some removal. And we'll probably get the Immolation Shaman down first. Oh, Sorrow Form does deal more damage. Nah. Let's go Immolation Shaman. Simic. Simic with Open the Gates. So they were probably playing Adapt, right? Oh, Teamer. Interesting. Interesting. Alright. Well, let's get down our Sorrow Form. Let's swing in with our Immolation Shaman and call it a turn. If our opponent's not going to play anything, I don't see any need to worry. Steeple Creeper. We can active treason it and just swing back at them, or we can use Savage Smash and put our Immolation Shaman up to a 3/5 and kill it. Yeah, I like the idea of Savage Smash. Don't get me wrong, active treason is good, but I'd rather save active treason for like winning, you know, not just for dealing a little bit extra, but for actually winning. We need 1 land. Just uno mas lando. Actually, 2 more would be nice, and then we could adapt the Sorrow Form hybrid as well, right? Bullrock Clan Crusher. That might be the kind of thing we take over, right? We active treason, but not yet. From a creature you control, deal 2 damage to any target. So Sorrow Form could potentially die come next turn. Throw down a Rampaging Rinhorn with haste and try to force them to defend it. Or we just give you... you know what? We're just going to throw down the Rubble Belt Recluse. We could throw this down and put a +1/+1 counter, so this would only cost 1 come next turn, and then we'd still have 4 mana. But even with it costing 2, we can still use active treason come next turn, right? And we have enough damage that... Yeah, okay, so you kill Sorrow Form. Oh, Savage Smash, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Oh, but they can't remove the +1/+1 counter now, I was about to say, because they just pretty much guaranteed that. So if it puts you down with the +1/+1 counter, that is 5/5. Titanic Brawl only costs 1. And we can smash them. Or we go Active Treason and just smash them with their own creature. We can also adapt the Sorrow Form hybrid to be a 6/6, right? This gets rid of their creature. This deals 8 damage to them. Yeah, I kind of like that. Well, let's not give them a chance to remove the Sorrow Form. So we're just going to activate the ability here. Oh, you know what? They could have removed Sorrow Form there. Yeah, they realized it and I realized it too. They hit resolve and they should not have done that. Also, I shouldn't have made that play because they could tap their creature at instant speed. Either way, both of us realizing what had been done there. Gary, we're just going to call him Gary. Oh, starting out with 2 mana, but we have a 10 street into a Stony and a Titanic. I kind of like it. Kind of like it. And maybe, you know, maybe we'll draw more later on. So where does this go? Right there? Alright, so 10 street. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just trying to get out of bronze, people. A little old chance, trying to get out of bronze. That's right, 10th Street Dodger. Just gonna be knocking on your door. I almost want to put Stony Strength just so they can't mess with it. But, never mind, because we got Titanic Brawl and Stony Strength. Oh, we can't use both in one turn. I'm glad I looked at that. We don't have the green mana necessary. Oh, we should have activated this before. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll swing in with the Immolation Shaman. Whoa. Really? You're just gonna play right into that, huh? Okay. I mean, sure. Sure. We need some more mana. One more mana, we can get down the GRUUL Locket, which would at least allow us to get to the Dagger Caster. Another Sorrow Form. Hey, looky there, looky there. You think they have a Stony Strength? Because what if I go to Titanic Brawl their Sorrow Form and then they Stony Strength me? You know, I feel a little bit dumb. More red mana. It is what it is. So we can play this and then use Titanic Brawl, yeah. Ah, there's the Stony Strength. Well, aren't y'all happy we figured it out now? Rather than later. We'll go no attacks. I don't feel like a 3/3 Sorrow Form is the end of the world. Sorry, somebody seems to be riding a four-wheeler for some reason down the road. Do apologize if y'all can hear that. The office is still a work in progress, and by that I mean it needs a lot of work. A lot of work. So +3/+3 on Immolation Shaman now brings it up to a 5/6, right? No, to a 5/7. Alright, well, we'll swing in with the Immolation Shaman. I guess we also could be swinging in with the 10th Street Dodger, but not if we're going to be activating the Immolation Shaman, right? Let's see. Instant speed. 1. Ooh. They're not blocking it. Fantastic. I'm not going to pump them then. I will just throw down my Rubble Belt Recluse. Call it good. Big ol' 6/5. Yeah, just because you can activate an ability to do more damage doesn't mean you necessarily should. You should threaten your opponent with it, right? That way your opponent has that like, that's a 5/7. I can't kill it. Okay, I'm not gonna block it. Savage Smash is terrible for us, but they took out their own Rubble Belt runner with it, so it's not the end of the world, right? Act of treason. The thing is it doesn't kill, you know? And if it doesn't kill, I don't really want it. So Immolation Shaman, you keep on doing your thing. Alright, well, I guess we didn't need the Dagger Cast. We didn't need the Act of Treason. We've just taken out all their creatures. So let's see. What does Gary do here? Mammoth Spider. Alright, we can finally start swinging with both. That wooden land is all we really needed. So now we have the threat of Immolation Shaman and the guarantee of 10th Street. What a terrific place to be in for us. Terrific. Terrific. No, you can't block 10th Street because you don't have Defender on your Mammoth Spider. And you can't block Immolation unless you want your spider to die. Alright, so I think we can go ahead and cast the Dagger Caster down fairly safely. We know they don't have a whole lot of lower cost creatures, so that's fine. It gives us another presence on the board, right? So, how much damage? 4, 7, 8. Ew, that's not enough. Trying to get there. Trying to get there. They're getting low. I think we can manage it. See what Gary does here. They might swing in with the spider, which would be terrible. Back to my turn. Another land. We're getting to the point where I could actually just sacrifice the GRUUL Locket and draw 2 cards. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'd be left with 2 mana. Not exactly where I want to be at quite yet. So we'll do it again. We'll activate the 10th Street Dodger. We'll swing in with the Immolation and the 10th Street, and if nothing else, get in that 3 bit of damage. 3 free bit of damage. And we may actually proc the Immolation Shaman here. Goes up to 5/7. Alright, they're blocking with the Mammoth Spider. Come on, game. We'll activate the Immolation Shaman's ability. And they will... Colossus. So it turns into a 7/7. Oof. Well, at least they didn't hit us in the face with that, right? So it certainly does make things a bit tougher. Alright, so they can, I was about to say, they can start swinging in with their Mammoth Spider now. We can take their Bullrock Clan Crusher, but it doesn't do anything for us. You know, active treason on it doesn't do anything for us. Doesn't allow us to end the game. That's only 7 damage, right? You know what I actually think we do? Let's force him to deal with 10th Street. They'll either have to deal with it or we'll be able to finish him off with that. Also, we can go ahead and use our GRUUL Locket here to draw some cards. I think that's the smart play to do. So past the blockers, I think we take the damage here. 10th Street Dodger now can't get through the Cerulli Caretaker though. So potentially double blocking against the Bullrock. Only taking 3 damage, but only leaves us with a Dagger Caster. We're gonna say no blocks. And we're gonna sack out our GRUUL Locket here. What do we get? An Axebane and a Rumbling Ruin. Well, it actually make it to where their Cerulli Caretaker couldn't block, right? And then we also have a 6/6 on the board. But we could also throw down Axebane and use Active Treason. I think this is better left for next turn. This is what we should do for this turn. So we throw down Rumbling Ruin, and now she can't block. So we don't really even have to activate you. We can swing in with these two and take them down to 4, or just swing in with 1, take them down to 7. Next turn, we are going to Active Treason. Yeah, alright, let's get in. Let's do it. 5 damage. 5 damage, that's all we need. I mean, we could throw down Axebane and actually haste it as well. We could have done that this turn if we wanted to. Interesting. Alright, so we're definitely going to have to block here. They have something up their sleeve. We know it. We know it for sure. We know it to be true. They're not. They're not going to swing in. Well, that's probably a good thing. Glamour Shaman, that's actually really interesting. So if we Active Treason plus Glamour Shaman, we're basically taking out 2 of their creatures to where only 1 can defend, right? So let's go Active Treason, take their Bullrock, Clan Crusher. In case they have any... Nope, thank goodness. Then we go Clamor Shaman, haste. And we go next to combat, swing, 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 swing. You shut down Mammoth Spider to where Mammoth Spider can't defend. They have 1 defender, we're swinging in with 4/5 attackers. Should be enough to end the game. Realistically, I think we got him. Come on, Gary. You have 1 card. I just don't understand how that 1 card could possibly save you here. Especially it being in GRUUL, you know? Oh, they resolved that. Let's see. There it is. Alright, so good game, Gary. Good game. It was nice seeing a mirror match and still being able to come out on top. I think we played our hand and we played our cards very, very well there. So moving on up into Bronze Tier 2 for a ranked draft. Matt Chu. I don't know if that's his name or he's making like a joke about sneezing, right? Machu? Kind of like a chew? I don't know. This is a little costly. And the opponent gets to go first. But having the potential of having a Clamor Shaman that could remain on the board, I'm down to try it. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. I should really start keeping a water bottle for these Monday drafts. I feel like that. Ooh, a cavalcade. A fucking cavalcade in draft. That's spicy. This cup of vampire. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a little bit scared. Well, at least Daggercaster can take out Viscopa Vampire like it's nothing, right? We could also just throw it on Sorrow Form and use Storm Strike to kill Viscopa. I wish I could know if I was going to draw a land next turn or not, you know? I wish. Well, I'm going to throw down the Clamor Shaman in full belief, in wholehearted belief that we're going to draw a land. And I'm not going to have to worry about it. I'm just going to draw a land perfectly. Yo, fuck your grotesque demise. Anyways, I'm going to draw a land perfectly. I'm going to cast this Daggercaster. No? Okay, well. I'll play a Silhayan Wayfinder instead. I don't want another creature. I would like another land. I know we have more green stuff in the deck, but I would like some more red mana. And yes, we have Storm Strike. We have other means of removing the Viscopa Vampire, but we can do it in a nonchalant way of just casting the, what's it called? Target opponent sacrifices a creature. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, you gain 4 life. Well, I gotta say, I'm not your biggest fan right now, Matthew. Oh, you know what? It's probably a joke about Matthew, right? Anyways, Daggercaster, get down there and take out that silly little vamp of theirs. Crazy. Actually, it is crazy how long that thing was allowed to live for. Absolutely bonkers. Catacomb Crocodile. Are you kidding me? That's a pretty big croc. Pretty big crock of shit. So we could do a 4/5. That makes a 5. And we don't have enough. We don't have enough power. Tell you what, we can throw in a GRUUL Beastmaster, but again, not gonna have enough. Sorrow Form Hybrid's not gonna be able to build up enough. Let's get the Beastmaster down, and we'll give her the +1/+1 counter. And Daggercaster, you just chill out, bro. You just chill. So we could Savage plus. It's not good enough, huh? It would like cost us all of our creatures. That's what I'm trying to avoid. We would also need one more mana, one more land. 2 copies of Cavalcade, you madman! Fucking tyrant. Alright, so we actually can Savage Smash and Skewer this turn, right? Righto? I think. Let's try it. Savage there. That should keep our GRUUL Beastmaster alive, as well as allow us to boost our Daggercaster up to a 7 damage creature, right? As long as GRUUL Beastmaster can live here. Now we go all attack. Come on. Just let it resolve, Matt. Just let it resolve. There's nothing you can do. That's not true. That's really not true. Alright, so that's 12 damage. That's not a bad little way of chunking our opponent back into place, you know what I mean? Slapping them around a little bit, saying, hey, come back down here to Earth. Now, Skewer onto the Catacomb Croc. Take out that big son of a bitch as well. So we brought them down closer to our level. We dealt 12 damage that turn, and we got rid of their fat-ass sewer reptile. Awesome. Matt has seen enough. They said, your play skills are too great for my own. I surrender to you, good sir. At least I'm going to assume that's what they said, because, you know, that sounds very kind and very nice. So we're up to 3-1 with this GRUUL deck that I had been doubting since draft. Especially doubting since I lost the first game with it over my own silliness. But here we are, 3-1. So, Bubba Stubbs. Alrighty, we got a Silhayan Wayfinder, open gate, so we can definitely hit our lands, right? Yeah, I'll keep it. That's not bad. 1, 2, missing a 3, but we can hit the 4, and that's a 6. depending on what we draw here, we can hit the 6 as well. Alright, so let's go and get some more red mana. Oh, well, we don't have a 3-drop anyways. Yeah, I'll take the GRUUL Guild Gate. I will take it. I completely forgot about it. I'm not going to play it this turn. I'm actually going to go ahead and play the Sylhean Wayfinder this turn. But I can play it next turn when we don't have a 3-drop. So we have 4 mana here. This gives us 5, or we get a Zertov. I actually like the Zertov better in this situation. We'll get to the Rumbling Ruin. Don't get me wrong. We'll get there one way or another. Alright, so what we do here is I think we don't swing in with the Sylhean Wayfinder. We throw down the Zertov, we give it a counter, and then next turn we just throw down the Dagger Caster, right? Yeah. So, Dagger Caster should allow us to just kill that off, get in for a good, sweet, easy 5 damage. We still have Titanic Brawl for some removal. We have Rumbling Ruin to just fuck up their whole day. We could throw down a 10th Street Dodger as well, but we'll have to wait and see. We're just destroying Bubba Stubbs here. They only have 2 land though. Man, they're really getting mana screwed. You gotta hate it. You gotta hate it. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a GG. Alrighty. Well, they got handled. But you also have to remember, this is draft. Most people are thinking, hey, I can play slower in draft because most people shouldn't have a very conformed deck. We, however, went for that smooth working, nice, easy, low cost, hit them in the face, make sure we have some interactions kind of deck. So 4-1, fan-fucking-tastic. This is an Ashiok, and it's what is that, plat? They said, you know what? We don't actually care what ranked you are. You're gonna play who we tell you to play. I'll keep this because it's actually all very low to the ground, and we can get red mana here. So, and I am just gonna grab a mountain this time instead of the gate, since we kind of need that mana. We need it now. It's my money. I need it now. I don't know if any of you remember the J.G. Wentworth commercials, but boy, was that a time to be alive. People just popping out of windows. It's my money and I need it now. Oh, man. Gateway Plaza. Our opponent's playing a Gates deck. Ooh. I don't know why that's so interesting to me, but, you know. Any reason to be suspicious, I'll take it. You know, I never upgraded our owl. I have the other version. I just never upgraded it. Should probably do that, huh? Sage's Row Savant. So our opponent is actually, they're playing a Gates deck full out. Oh man. This is an Ashiok. Fantastic. And they're in plat, so you know they're like, they've got to have thought this stuff out fairly well, right? Surely. So this is pretty easy. We just do that, right? Take out that Savant, get down a Wayfinder. Yeah, I'll take a 10th Street Dodger. It's better than nothing, I suppose. We could have shuffled them all to the bottom, but I actually don't mind a 10th Street Dodger, that like little bit of guaranteed damage, you know? We should be very cautious for a Gates Ablaze, given they are so heavy into Gates. Arcway Angel, that kind of stuff. Certainly things we don't want to run into. Now we will be able to deal 5 damage to our opponent on this next turn, bring him down to 11. Actually 6 damage if we want to go ahead and get down to the 10th Street Dodger. They have 3 gates, which means they can pretty much wipe everything here. Maybe I should have shuffled everything to the bottom. 10th Street isn't exactly a card you want this late into the game when you don't have much else to play, right? Alright, so we can go Storm Strike on those creatures. It requires us not to play the 10th Street Dodger, which honestly I'm perfectly fine with. So sure. Let's go for the swing in. We could even actually do this, right? Because if we give it Storm Strike, it's going to go up to... Well, no, because it'll still die. It will still die. Alright, so this is fine. Well, Titanic Brawl is instant speed, though. That's weird. If you use Storm Strike, right, and you're going to fight a creature, and then you use Titanic Brawl, does it double first strike for you? You know what I mean? Or no, because Titanic Brawl, they still get to hit you as well. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Either way, we will swing in here. Why does the opponent always defend like I'm not going to have something up my sleeve? Do you know who I am? Of course I'm going to kill your creature. What sense would it make for me to swing in with two creatures that deal 4 damage, 2 if you defend, for no reason, you know what I mean? Gate Colossus. Now I'm gonna call that cheating. that creature is way too big to be allowed in here, sir. You could please just remove your big old creature. We can't even defend against the Gate Colossus. My goodness. Star Reform, I'm gonna need you to get adapted, and then we're gonna need to use a Stony Strength and a Titanic Brawl, and this, that, and all of the other. Senate Griffin, not fantastic for us. Our opponent is starting to come back with their gates a little bit, and by a little bit I mean a lot of bit. And Gate Colossus has a way of doing that though. All right, so we'll pass Sereno. They're not gonna attack because they are still a little bit low on creatures. 5 mana. That puts our Immolation Shaman up to a 4/6. Stony Strength makes it a 5/7. Good old 10th Street Dodger. I think you're going to be the one getting in there doing the dirty work for us. Although we can also use Stony Strength on Immolation Shaman and then use Titanic Brawl to get rid of their Senate Griffin, so we're not just taking that extra bit of damage in the skies. I don't mind that play, actually. We'll wait and see, though. That's an instant speed spell, or those are instant speed spells, so we can do that literally right before damage is calculated. I could also always get an act of treason and just take their Gate Colossus, right? And if I take out their Senate Griffin, if I take their Gate Colossus, that is victory for me. So they are swinging in with their Senate Griffin. How did I know you would? Leave Gate Colossus back or swing in as well? If they swing in as well, they're dealing 11 damage. You know, it's very tempting. All right, they're swinging in. This is it. So we go here. We go here. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know if they know that they need to resolve it. There it is. Aha! Aha! I don't understand what's going on here. If it's a rope. Also, I do apologize about the cars driving by this morning. They seem to just be absolutely hauling ass. Well, that's not good for us. Titanic Brawl didn't end up doing what we needed. Unfortunate, unfortunate. I gotta say, this person's deck, though, is very nice. It's past the damage. Back to my turn. Oh, no. Alright, so how much damage can we deal? We can deal 5, 6, 8, 10. We can deal 10, but they're going to turn around and deal 11, right? Let's activate this. Sorrow Form is the only one that can defend against their Gate Colossus. Senate Griffin we can't defend against. Sorrow Form pretty much has to defend Gate Colossus. We'll get in here for 5. Brings them down to 8. They're just gonna end up tapping my Sorrow Form, huh? Yeah. Alright, good game, good game, good game. You got me. How many deposes does someone actually draft, though? You know? Who's sitting there like, depose? Yes, yes, very nice. That was a nice deck, though. I don't know if it was good draws. I don't know if it was a good deck. But it did what it wanted to do. Gin and tonic. But it's like, you know, y'all see it. Y'all see the pun they're making. Sure, it's not super playable, but the GRUUL Locket has that ability to come back and double up on its use. So Zerta, I like getting my creatures down with a +1/+1 counter. I just like having big creatures. Y'all should know that by now at least. On our next turn, we're gonna play the GRUUL Locket, maybe into a Stony Strength. Oh yeah. Yeah, most certainly to a Stony Strength. You shitting me? You just got rid of my Rumbling Ruin? I'm honestly very upset about that. You don't understand the level of awesome you just got rid of, sir. Got rid of my Rampaging Rendhor, my Clamor Shaman, all these fantastic things. Of course, we wouldn't have been able to cast a whole lot of them because we would have only had, well, we would have had 5 mana. I could have got actually a lot of them down. That was a great mill from our opponent. They don't even realize what they did. They're just like, la, 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 la. I'm actually going to save the Daggercast Skewer the Critics combo for another turn. Now, they could... Is this when Absorb came out? Dovin's Veto? Something along those lines? Don't tell me we were playing up against another fucker using Depose. Or are you just gonna bounce? Slime Bond. Okay. Sure. Sure. Well, we can just keep swinging in and dealing damage with the Immolation Shaman. Okay. I'm gonna pass it back to him. I still don't want to Daggercast Skewer. That's 4 points of damage to whatever creature they're planning on playing here. Yeah. Well, buddy, pal, friend o' mine, I have a surprise for you. If I don't get to have creatures, neither the fuck do you. Okay? Don't think so. Get your fuck ass owl out of here. Still can't believe that. Boom, boom. Just right off the rip. Taking that whole bread scenario a little too seriously. Alright, let's see if we can actually deal some damage. Hey, look at there, Daggercaster. Getting in for the damage. Prying guys. Draw 4 cards, then discard 2. It's not a bad card. Especially in draft. Especially in draft. So I'm guessing they got some more enchantments to remove my Daggercaster and my GRUUL Beastmaster from combat. Guardian Project. What? They're playing Bont? An Impassioned Raider? Let's take you to kill him. Boop. Get rid of that real quick. Alright, so we'll swing, boost you up, and that's going to be 8 damage going to our opponent's face, so they're down to 9. We can also sack the GRUUL Locket here if we want to draw some cards out. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. How much damage does this deal? 4 or 5, something like that? 5. Yes, there's no way we're getting through that. We can't even use Savage Smash because they don't have a creature, but boy oh boy when we can. When we can. Play a creature. I dare you. I triple dog dare you. I'm gonna smack them around a whole lot. What is our opponent's deck? This Guardian Project out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Alright, so I'm guessing that's gonna be a GG here. Pretty soon. Pretty soon. Opponent's down to 1 health. Can they bring it back? Is Time Wipe? Was that in this set? Man, that would be terrible right now. Boom, Time Wipe. Nope. Alright, picking up a victory. So we're up to 5-2, and literally in one morning we've almost climbed all the way to silver. El Bosser. El Bosser. I don't like the amount of lands we have, but I really love the Zerta. God, I love me some Zerta Goblin in draft. I'm realizing that's a fun one. That's a fun one. Alright, so we'll get down Zerta with the +1/+1 counter. Hopefully we can hit some more land. I would go for the GRUUL Locket, almost guaranteed, over Clamor or any of that kind of stuff right now. Daggercaster would be fantastic to get down. So we can just remove that Gravelhide Goblin before they start being able to boost it up, right? Well, I'm not dumb. I'm gonna assume you have a Stony Strength, but here's the thing: if they have a Stony Strength into Titanic Brawl, then they get to deal the damage and they get to remove my creature. They don't. Fantastic with me. Fantastic. We'll go ahead and get down the Immolation Shaman. We won't swing in, and we'll call it a turn. Even though now our Daggercaster can't quite kill their Gravelhide Shaman, I still would rather wait for another way around it rather than just try to face smash. Yeah, so keep on keeping on, Gravelhide. You think they have another Stony Strength that they're gonna wait and play on my turn? Potentially, or they have that Rope Belt Runner, right? Now we can go here and actually still have 2 mana left over, but 2 mana doesn't do anything for us. And also Active Treason, but again, y'all know I don't like to Active Treason unless it's going to win me the game. Daggercaster would allow us to trade out with the Gravelhide Goblin in the very least. And I mean, with Clamor Shaman, we could throw it down with haste and allow our Zerta to get in, but it doesn't do anything for us after that. So sure, let's go Daggercaster. Deals a point of damage and gets us down at 2-3. It's not fantastic, but we're in a little bit of an awkward positioning right now as far as our lands and all that goes. They're going to Active Treason our Zerta. Alright, well, we are going to take out their Gravelhide and then I guess just take the 6 damage. Again, I'm not too terribly worried about it, if I'm being honest. Now's the turn to get down GRUUL Locket, and now is the turn to swing in with these 2. You say, but Chance, if they have any bit of bonus, any bit of like boost in their creature, they could take you out. Oh, that's okay. Take a little bit of risk with my morning breakfast. Savage Smash, that's not good for us. Not good at all. we do have a Rubble Belt Recluse and we have a Rumbling Ruin. Let's get down the Rubble Belt Recluse first. No attacks. This will be a solid wall. Now if they do active treason us again, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. But as it stands, we can deal 7 damage to them. 10 if we active treason, which brings them down to 5 health, so... well, we might be able to pull this back around. I know we're all the way down to 3 health, but realistically, we might be able. Sorrow Form Hybrid. So they have the 5 damage to actually kill our Rubble Belt Recluse this turn now. Yeah, we can still get in 10 damage, right? But it's not going to be enough. Alright, here's what I say. We swing in with the Rubble Belt, we see what they want to do. If they want to trade out, we'll let them trade. They're not going to, they're just going to take the damage. Well, we play Rumbling Ruin. We're going to have to take the 2 damage from the Sorrow Form unless they have, what's it called? This could be GG here. I might have played a little too slow. Stony Strength, yep. Ah, GG. GG. Bad thing is, we could have had him next turn. Not enough interaction, or maybe we had plenty of interaction. I don't know. Either way, that leaves our series of games here with a 5-3, which, if you ask me, that's positive. That's a positive win-loss, and that's fantastic. So let's go ahead and claim our prize. We got 650 plus a Guilds of Ravnica Allegiance. You know what I'm saying. Pack. So, yeah, cool beans. Hope everybody enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to leave a like down below and a comment in the comment section. And remember to subscribe if you're new here. All that fantastic stuff. It's been a long one. It's been an awesome one. But, you know, hey, that's Monday drafts. So, as always, I'll see y'all either later tonight or tomorrow. Peace.